And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. I'm Andrew Kraft. We do have breaking news to get to. Let's get into more of these top headlines. So President Trump posted on Truth Social mere minutes ago this statement. I want to read it in full here. It's brief. He says this: over the past 4 years, the Department of Justice has been politicized like never before. He says, therefore, I have instructed the termination of all remaining Biden-era U.S. attorneys. He says we must clean house immediately and restore confidence. America's golden age must have a fair justice system. And he says that begins today. So the Justice Department, according to Reuters, did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Last week, the White House sent termination notices to several U.S. attorneys around the country who had been appointed by President Biden. On Monday, several U.S. attorneys appointed by Biden announced they were stepping down. Others left the government just last week. Now, it is customary for U.S. attorneys to step down after a change in a presidential administration. Usually, though, the incoming administration asks for their resignations and does not issue tersely worded termination letters. That's according to current and former DOJ lawyers. So this was somewhat to be expected by President Trump, making it official there. He has instructed the termination of all remaining Biden-era U.S. attorneys. Now, remember, before Trump was sworn in January the 20th, in one of the biggest jurisdictions, that's the Southern District of New York, then U.S. attorney there, Damian Williams was his name. He announced his resignation and that he would be leaving the office before something like this took place. And remember, his tapped successor in that very office, Danielle Sassoon, she resigned her post last Thursday over this memo drafted by attorneys at the DOJ, including Emile Beauvais, to ask a federal judge to dismiss the indictment against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. So it's interesting how a lot of these stories are interrelated and linked. Of course, we wanted to make sure we got this on your radar. This is of a piece, though. With the new administration, this happens. The president and his deputies and his aides, they get to put who they want in whatever position here. But the hiring and firing headlines that DOJ is generating continue apace. We'll get to that in just a moment here. So in the meantime, wanted to get that on your radar.